Hello everyone, back for another edition of the Spare Change Challenge. We're going to play some heads up here on Ignition Poker. Hopefully try to run better today. That's the goal, although we didn't run too terrible yesterday. I mean, it wasn't a huge losing day as we had a couple days ago. We're gonna hope to run a little bit, maybe just run good one day. How would that be? We're due, right? Just got over bets. Yeah, first hand, so I really don't know what to think about that. We have top pair, though, certainly just can't fold, right? Yeah, maybe just call any river bet. I mean, I guess if he goes all in, we might have to find a fold. So he was just bluffing, so that's a good note to have on him. Just overbet the flop for no reason on a dynamic board like that. So yeah, been playing on the Winning Poker Network a little bit. Had a couple, 3 or 4 mass tabling sessions. It's going fairly well so far. Maybe I'll show you my graph. I guess we'll fold this hand. This guy seems kind of like a maniac. Ace-4 doesn't flop that well. So so just in a few sessions I've played almost 9,000 hands, and this is all 10 and L and 25 and L, so not really worth writing home about yet. But definitely might think about doing that one of these sessions, just playing some playing a mass tabling session. You guys let me know what you think about that. Gonna check back on this really draw heavy board. I'm gonna think we just have the nuts now, so I'm gonna check back, try to induce a bluff from him. And he does just hand us some more money for no reason, so hopefully this guy just wants to keep playing today all day. That would be nice. I will fold that. I'll fold that. Let's see if he just wants to put it all in right now. Thought maybe he would call really light, but no such luck. Kind of the luxury you have when you're up. Few hundred chips on somebody. Guess we'll defend the 9-6 and check this flop. Let me just pots it. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in. I think he puts it in with an 8, a 5, some gut shots, ace highs, some things like that. And we do get him to put it in very bad. And we hold. See if this guy wants to play again. Unfortunately, he declines, but we do get off to a good start today by winning our first one. Let's go ahead and register another one. Why can't they all play like that, right? Why can't everybody just play like that? Easy game at that point. You guys let me know if you want to see some mass tabling, 24 tabling, or whatever on the Winning Poker Network. A little bit of 1,500 hands an hour action or whatever it would be. I don't know what the... I don't play 24 tables all the way through. It's hard to maintain that many because you constantly come and go from tables based on stack size and quality of tables. That's probably more like 12.50 an hour hands or whatever. Looks like we already have another game. I'm expecting it would be like this on a Saturday. Should be lots of games to play. There should be quite a few people playing poker today, you would think. Pick up ace-8 on the first hand. And we're expecting to have the best hand here most of the time. But at the same time, certainly don't want to just check call. I mean, I guess we could. Plays like a bitch out of position, though. And you have such a marginal hand. Being out of position kind of just forces you to play a little bit more decisively, I guess. The right word. Right. Playing the king 7 here. We flop pretty good. Pots it, so we're just gonna call. Pots it, he got it, right? I'm not gonna fold this turn. It might be a good. He might think it's a good card for him to barrel. If he's bluffing, we win this one as well. We can see what he had here. If the lag allows, he just had ace 7. Fold the 7-3. Fold the queen 6. Let's get a little frisky with the queen 8 here. I think we're going to check this back. We could have the best hand. We could also pick up some equity on the turn. I wonder if this is the same player. Isn't this the same exact board that he, I guess it's slightly different. It was a queen 8-9. Where he just overbet the flop for no reason with air. I know we have a pair here. Not guaranteed that it's the same player. It's possible though. We're gonna give this one up. I would rather raise or fold there. And I think with our chip lead, we'll just stay a little bit under the, a little bit more conservative, I guess is the word. But I'd find it hard to believe that it's a different player that's just suddenly sitting down and overbetting. So hurrah for us if this actually is the same guy. Go ahead and raise the ace-6. This guy just seems different otherwise. I mean, those are the only couple of hands that he seemed similar. Of course, we didn't play that many hands last time. Besides the overbets, this guy seems pretty straightforward. Let's check back the king high. We don't have showdown value. I think we can bluff a river. It's a good one. Go ahead and bet. Try to get him off queen high, I guess. Doesn't really matter. He could have small pair or something too. The ace is the ultimate bluff card, right? So just roll with it. Still 4x, huh? We normally would defend the king 8, but this guy's been opening pretty straightforward so far. He's not opening every button. King 8 can be running some domination issues. check this back. Under up my hand a little bit here. I'm gonna min raise this turn. I just think he's gonna have a lot of hands that can continue that we're beating. He did have a lot of times he's gonna have Jack 9 here sometimes, so we'll just take it down. He could also have 8x, which he did. We kind of got like pretty much maximum value on that hand, I think, unless we do some kind of thin value bet on the river and he calls. A little bit marginal, I think. I think we can check give up this turn. If he's got a 7, he'll probably check back. If he's got a hard draw, he might bet. Bet very small. 5. I mean, I can't fold to a min bet, right? So these things make my ears itch like crazy sometimes. So apologize for itching my ear on stream here. We're gonna keep up the aggression on the button. Continue playing in position. I haven't really c-bet yet. I'm gonna go ahead and c-bet the jack high. I want to see how he reacts to a c-bet. We turn I think, almost to nuts here, right? We're gonna bet one more street pretty big and then check back the river. I think he's gonna have some random king high, ace highs, things like that. He'll also sometimes have a 7 or a queen. I guess we just take it to showdown now. So he had the nuts, which is good for him. Not the literal nuts, but the nuts for the situation. So we know he slow plays big hands. That's a good read to have, I guess. Hopefully we don't run into too many big hands. I think we kind of just lost the minimum again there, though. To run out the way it was. We're going to bet this turn with turning a gut shot. Get raised. I mean, he's been pretty straightforward so far. Been pretty straightforward. He doesn't seem like he's been too bluffy. And our actual hand isn't that great on that spot. We've repped strength and he raises, so I think that's a pretty easy fold. We're gonna fold to jack 6 suited. I mean, once again, he's pretty straightforward on the button. He's not raising that much, only 40% so far. So we can afford to be a little bit tight in the big blind. Flopping top pair on a monotone board. Check this back. Now it runs out 4 to a straight as well. I think we need to protect a little bit here in case he does have a random heart. And we pick up the jacks. Hopefully he plays this hand. He's been pretty tight on the button though. Yeah, and he folds, unfortunately. But not the worst. Get min 3-bet. I mean, basically gonna set mine here. This guy hasn't 3-bet yet. Just gonna go for a set. Fold otherwise. I don't know what a min 3-bet means by this guy, but we just have pocket deuces, so it's not like we're looking to just slam dunk get the money in. Call with queen 9 here. Flop top pair. And we'll call his pot size bet. Turn 2 pair. We're going to check shove this turn and hope he has an overpair. Honestly, don't think he's that strong here. I'm just going to bet 90. He does call. Interested to see what he has here. I'm guessing he has like, I don't know, eights, somewhere between deuces and eights, and tens maybe. I would think, like a pocket pair. He just had he had a six. I mean, yeah, effectively, it's pretty close to the same thing. Does this again. Not sure what to make of that now that he's done it twice in a row. This could be really weak. He could be one of these guys that just likes to take control of pots. We still have a pair though, so we're going to stick with his hand for at least one street. See what he does. It's actually a good card for us. I think we can peel once more once he bets. Pretty bad run out though, because I think he's going to min 3-bet. A lot of hands he's going to do that with will be like ace high. So I guess we just give up now, because he probably just made like a pair with an ace. So yeah, not the best run out. But we do have aces. He hasn't been playing that many buttons, so I mean, I guess we raise here. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But we win, so not a big deal. The min 3-bet again. We're gonna have to assume he's not strong when he's doing this necessarily, unless he's just kind of a card wreck or something. But I don't think we're quite at the point where I just have to stack off with ace 3. Yeah. He just recently started. He's done it pretty often over the last couple minutes. Like 3 out of the last, maybe, is it 3 in a row times I've raised he's done that? I don't know. A lot. So we might have to just play back at him. I guess this is a good spot to do it. Be 3-bets this again. We'll just shove. So maybe we'll polarize our opening range here. Either it's an easy fold or we'll limp a lot of middling hands maybe. Go ahead and fold to 5-7. We have to be wary that he's maybe opening up his button range a little bit. So yeah, we can limp this hand. So he raises anyway. Flop a 10. Probably not getting away from this hand. The way he's been playing in the recent past. Now we're open-ended. I think we have the nuts right now. We're going to call his bluff. Do we go for some Ben value? Yeah, I think we have to. And we get value from something. We're going to find out what. I think it would be a mistake to check that back. I was even considering just calling if he shoves. So he had a pocket pair. Pocket fours. Still continue playing tight out of position. Maybe fold to steal half the time. I think that's pretty standard. He just calls this time. We're going to check back and min raise this turn. Or bet ourselves to protect. Thinking he's just giving up most of the time. Unless he's like trapping again. We have the king jack, which we will certainly defend. Flopping 2 overs, backdoor straights, potential. I think we have showdown value. We don't need to bet here. Maybe he stabs at that card. We're gonna give him a chance to stab. It's gonna be hard for him to call. So we're just gonna check call that card. So same difference whether we bet or he bets. Weird that he didn't bet the turn. We're gonna limp to king 9 because I expect to get 3-bet here light. We're gonna check back under rep our hand, turning 2 pair. Trying to get some value now. He just doesn't have anything. Oh, I forgot to update my text here. I think I'm 9 and 18 now. He will defend the suited 5-4. Don't flop anything, so we can give up here. We're not going to stab against this guy. Yeah, he's pretty sticky probably. On that river, he'll call with his ace and queen highs. He's not folding that. Got a pretty good feel for what he's gonna do and not do there. So we flop open-ended. I don't think stack sizes are the point where we just have to put it in. If we had 300 more chips, we would just put it in here. Not sure what he's min betting. We could have the best hand here, which is a sick thing. He could certainly have an 8 or a jack too. So we're just gonna try and get a showdown here. And he did have an 8, so we win. We know he's min raising there really fairly light now. Hopefully he shoves here and just is on tilt. Let's get it in quick, so give him a chance to call quick. Oh, with your... Okay, he has overs. I was hoping he wouldn't have overs. We have clubs, though. Come on, club or 8. Okay, we win. So maybe this guy will rematch. Probably not going to rematch. I don't think he wants to play me. I think that was the same guy, though, honestly. Good chance of it. So we're 2-0 today. Back to hopefully the usual stuff. Let's don't lose any more of these. Register another one. We're gonna start a new streak here. Did we win or lose our last one? Yes, I think we lost our last one, so we're still on just a 2-0 streak here. We're getting back in the game. I think we're winning over our last 5 or 6. I think we're 4 of the last 6 we've won. Something like that. I don't remember exactly. It was 4 of the last 7. Whatever. We don't care. All we can do is play what we're doing right now. So, thanks to those just joining. Good to see you. What do you think about these heads up? Should I keep doing these? Do something different? Thought about doing a tournament night and maybe allowing people to buy a piece of the action for the night. Like maybe we start streaming an hour before I start playing, and we just allow people to PayPal me money or Skrill me money or whatever if they want to buy a piece of the action. We'll decide what we're playing, and yeah, whatever percentage you buy, you own. And if somebody wants to buy me into a bigger buy-in event, you know, I give you, I don't know, what's the going rate nowadays? I think the person staking gets like, what, 60%, 70%? Something like that. If you wanted to fully buy me in for a shot or something, I'd be willing to do that. It's just something to think about, guys, if you're watching on YouTube and are interested in something like that. If I get enough interest in it, we'll maybe do a tournament night and let you guys be involved. If you want to just throw $1 in, you own a small percentage, or you can throw whatever you want in. Maybe we could play some Sunday tournaments one day doing that. I don't know. I'm up for it. I think it would be fun. What gave me the idea is there's a guy who just sent out like a newsletter. I think I'm a member of his YouTube channel, and he's selling shares to himself in the World Series of Poker. So I think the main reason he's doing it is to gain new subscribers, because if you subscribe to him, you get like a chance to win a percentage of whatever he wins. So it's pretty ingenious, I thought. But main reason I would be doing it is just for fun. Okay, so nobody's sat with us yet. I guess we'll wait. As always, we'll give it a couple minutes before we decide to do something else. If a couple more minutes goes by, maybe we'll pay a $5 one. Whatever's available. I was just thinking, if we win 8 out of 10 of these, in a row. I'll take a shot at the next level. We'll play the next level until we lose. Or let's say we win 3 and then lose 1, we'll still keep playing that level. And if we go 8 and 10 at that level, we'll move up to the next one. And so we give ourselves a chance to run really good. If we run really good, we'll keep moving up. So that could be exciting. I think I've won 11 or 13 of these. I don't remember the exact number. I'd have to look back at my old records because I did send out a newsletter back when it happened. Come on, people. I don't want to sit here and wait all day. If anybody out there is watching and wants to play, I mean, you want to play me heads up, go ahead, log in. Let's do it. I'm very easy to find. I'm the one guy sitting in a 1050 heads up turbo. Now there is a 4-minute delay, so you won't be able to snipe me, but still have more information than I do. You'll have all the information about me, and I'll have none about you. But that's up to you. Alright, so we'll give it 1 more minute. If nobody sits, I guess we can go ahead and look at the $5 level here. Anybody sitting yet? Nobody's sitting in that one. Maybe we'll play this $5 6-man. I'll go ahead and unregister for this. We'll play this one Hyper Turbo 6-man just for fun. Should be starting any time. I think there's already 5 seated. Yeah, so should be able to play this one any moment. That'll give us something to do. Then we'll go back to the heads up if it's available. But we're not going to sit here and just wait for somebody all day long. It's not quite like Poker Stars where you just like instantly get a game every time, right? Still have to wait some. While we were waiting, I was going to review my play on WPN. I realize that this is like 1,200 hands an hour or something, 1,300 hands. So this win rate's not going to be quite as stellar as I would have like for tabling, but everything looks pretty straightforward. I mean, I'd like to have a better button win rate, but it's kind of tough because people 3-bet pretty wide on WPN. Like I'm getting 3-bet 1 out of 4 times I open the cutoff or button, so it definitely eats into your earnings when you have to deal with that. So we're already started here, so let's get going. Let's run good in this one. These can seem to be like a lottery ticket, but I think what you're really looking for in these is just 1 or 2 soft spots, people that are just basically gambling. And you know, you bust a couple of those guys and then you're basically playing a 4-handed event with half the players getting paid. That's kind of the way I look at it, as you typically get at least 2 really bad players in these. And that's just all about chip conservation at that point. Yeah, so see 1285 hands per hour. Playing only 10 and 25 NL so far. I mean, overall the fields are pretty dang tough even at that level compared to like 5 years ago. It's just I would say 25 NL now is kind of like 100 NL was 5 years ago, and 100 NL is probably like 200 NL was, and yeah, so 200 NL is probably more like 510 was 5 years ago. So you definitely have to be a better player nowadays to beat those games. In fact, I'll show you in a second um, the list of regs. If I can find it here. I can't find it. Anyway, I mean, if I remember correctly, like 1 out of 10 regs is actually winning money, if that, maybe, and that guy is usually a marginal winner. It's actually more like most people are losing with after reg on this site. Even the guys that are winning money are losing. And what I mean by that is the people that are winning money on this side are mostly winning via rakeback, beast, promotions, things like that. They're not actually having much of a win rate, if at all. So your typical reg's probably minus 1 or 2 big blinds per 100. They probably break even with rakeback, maybe slight winner with rakeback, and then whatever they earn in the beast. And bonuses they get along the way. I mean, it's kind of a dog's life. And I guess if it wasn't for ignition, that's probably what I would have been doing along the way. I've placed as high as second, third in the beast. But that's back when I think it was a monthly deal. Or was it a bi-weekly? Yeah, it's been a while. Anyway, I've placed in the top 10 several times with a slight win rate. And it's pretty lucrative. It's just a lot of hours. It's actually a lot more hours now depending on the stake you play. Because they changed the way it works. But I still think it's a pretty good deal if you got the hours to put in, or you have the hours to put in. It's definitely the most value to be had. And I think the fields are overall soft. Just soft enough or just robotic enough that you could barely beat the rake. But we'll see. I mean, I'm going to give it a shot there. I took like... I had something like 900 in my WPN account. Now I'm up at like 1,070. Let me check. Yeah, 1,072. There's like $25 in bonuses I haven't pulled into my account yet. So I'm about 1,100. So yeah, I'm just gonna try grinding it up. I don't think I would want to take a shot at I think I want to be pretty deep, even short stacking. Because man, the swings when your win rate's only 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 big blinds, swings can be rough. I feel like a queen's coming. That's just as good. I felt like it was coming. That's a pretty bad beat for that guy. Okay, it's something like 12% equity, I would guess, on the maybe a little more, maybe 16 on the flop. It looks like I got my money out of Bitcoin just in the nick of time. I had like $800 in there for a while. And I think when I took it out and put it on WPN, it was at, Bitcoin was back up to almost 2,700. And now it's back, earlier today it was below 2,500. So, good timing. Still a little bit unsure about the Bitcoin thing. I wish I could go back 2 years ago and stick like all of my savings into Bitcoin. I'd have a lot of money right now. Should have stuck my 5K poker bankroll in Bitcoin. I'd have like, what's 5 times, what was it at, 500 then? And it peaked at 3, so 6 times. So I would have made 25K just by doing nothing, basically. Because as soon as it hit 3K, I definitely would have pulled it out. But who knew, right? So we're definitely going to have to do something here pretty soon in this. We can't just blind down blindly. We're going to probably have to shove one of the next 2 hands. Let's see, 50, 75, we got 2 minutes. If it goes through, we'll have 320. Actually, you know what? I think we can wait. Unless, I mean, we'll shove fairly wide under the gun, but it's not like super desperate, because we still, even after blind scope, we'll have 3 big blinds and a little bit of fold equity. So we're going to do that. I think it is to our benefit. Normally at this point we'd be down at least 4 players. So I think we ended up on a table with some reggies, reggish players. Hopefully we can get the blinds to hit us before this minute is up. These guys can play fairly quickly. I'd much rather the blinds hit us at 50 than 100 right now. Hurry up, dude. Okay, so hopefully this happens quick. Come on, blinds, hit me, blinds. Alright, we made it. And we have 5, so probably gonna have to go with this. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with this. Good luck, us. Alright, we just have to fade. A lot of cards now. Deuce, please. Alright, a 5 will do it. That's a little more than we needed, but we'll take the 5. We will take that. We'll let the 5-6 go here. Probably 5-6 is the nuts, isn't it? 5-6, here we go. Yep, 5-6 is the nuts. Alright, so we're 4-handed. I like our position. We're in second in chips. Probably can't just steal wide versus this guy. I mean, I can hurt him in chips a lot, so... Only thing is if I min raise, I have to call this guy's shove. Okay, I'm going to maintain my stack here. See what happens. I'm not really liking the dynamic with that hand, with the situation. We're going to let the blinds go through us. It's fine at this point. We're second in chips. Hopefully this guy just picks on this guy. It's okay. I mean, we still like the dynamic here. We're not on the bubble, so these guys shouldn't be playing too nittily, if that's a word. This guy looks like he's doing the same thing I am. This guy should be shoving 100% here. The fact that he didn't shove, that means he's even stronger. So, it's fine. I think we have to shove the 7-4 when it folds to us. If it folds to us. I mean, I think for 50 we just have to try and see a flop here. Flop, kind of a weak gut shot. Probably not going to be able to see a turn anyway. Which is fine. We're still in okay shape here. We definitely are going to have to play our cutoff very aggressively here. I'm guessing we need to shove like 50% of hands. We can't. We don't really want the blinds to go through us again. So hopefully we get a face card or something here. That's good enough for me. Good luck, us. This is way stronger than we actually need to shove here. We could probably shove anything all the way down to anything pretty much connected, and definitely anything suited. So it looks like the blinds went up right after they go through us here, so it's a little bit lucky. We certainly can't call with a deuce 5. Aces are always good to have. Not much action here, but whatever, dude. We have aces, that's all we care about. I don't know if shoving looks weaker, but we certainly can't just limp, I don't think. We don't want to just give him a free look. We took up ace deuce, we're going to shove this. We kind of have to go for it here. We're not on the bubble yet, so we can't really just sit back and wait for this guy to bust. We need to keep building chips. So now we're in the chip lead. Should be okay. We're in a good position to take this thing down. This guy certainly shouldn't be folding here. Any 2 cards he should be going with. And wow, ran into aces with his ace queen. It is spade draw. But we're now 3-handed. We have the chips to our left, which is not the best, but I mean, it's 3-handed. Whatever, dude. Hopefully these guys keep playing pretty straightforwardly. We're going to fold the jack 6. No reason with our position to... we are on the bubble now. We are just going to go with the ace queen, though. This is a monster hand. 3-handed. I have to fold the 8-5 that this guy min raises or something. And she kind of shuts this guy out of being able to shove on us. Or he just shove, that's good too. Whatever denies this guy chips is kind of what we want here. We don't want to be the guy calling the all-in. It's kind of a mathematical spot here. This guy can call really wide. Should be calling really wide. That's okay with the 2 though. We're basically tied for second now. We have to go with the ace-9. And we're lucky to just take down the dead money. We don't really even want to get into 70-30 at this point. I mean, this is kind of a close ICM spot here, I think. I don't even know if we can call this shove. What do you guys think? We call here and we win the 3-way. We're in a massively good spot. Heads up. If we fold, we're still in a good spot. So I think we take the good with the bad here. Yeah, it looks like we would have won with our 8s, so that's okay. We're still heads up. I don't know about that spot, guys. I think we're supposed to go with the 8s there, aren't we? I just don't know. This guy's been kind of tight here. It's kind of weird that he put the money in with that hand. So if we think this guy's calling really, really super tight, I think we can fold the 8s. I don't know. I think we just have to go with king highs now with 6 big blinds. I just hope this guy doesn't pick up a hand, you know? Okay, we get it in versus, how about a 4 on the turn and in this? Wow. Okay, so we get second place. We'll take it. All we can do is play well and get it in good. And certainly we did that there. We're going to go ahead and sit a heads up, see if we can get some action here. So we'll take that as a win, right? It's technically a win. We won money. We got second place. Could have easily won more. But we'll take 1 money every time. We're up something like 25 for the day so far. So anytime you are winning money, you should be happy. So we'll play at least one more of these if we get a game. At least one more. And but we have to have somebody sit with us first. That's the key, right? Hopefully that happens fairly quick. So I just got an email from a subscriber. It says I need to play the double up turbos. Wow. Yeah, I mean I like the double ups. We'll see how many of those are running right now. Are they filling? Hard to say with that one because maybe one just started. There's the triple ups. I guess triple up and double ups are basically the same thing. Yeah, maybe we'll do that too. I'm open for anything. He says he's not playing very many and he won 9 out of 10. Playing the $5 level. Yeah, I've played a few of those. I don't know. I've probably played I would guess 500 of those double ups. They're kind of like watching paint dry though. So, I mean, as far as winning money, they're probably a good thing to do. But as far as entertainment value, I just don't know. And I guess we could do like, if I could figure out how to stack them. I need to figure out the setup some of these guys have because, you know, they'll play a hand. I don't know if they're manually moving their tables around or what. But they seem to be playing one table and it stays in one spot, and when they're done they move another one in. I mean, I've tried the scene switcher, and as we know I have no luck with OBS Studio, so I think that can also be done with OBS Classic, but whatever makes it the most entertaining, easiest to watch is what I'm trying to go for. So yeah. Holding our first hand here, I believe it was 6-4, right? Opening the ace-3 suited. Get a high-low-low type board. I guess we need to see about this. We have backdoor diamonds as well and an ace overcard. A pretty miserable turn card for us, so we're just going to check back. Have some showdown value. Do we just call here? Because I don't think he's betting a 7. I don't think he's necessarily betting. I mean, I guess he could have 5-6. He's either got 5-6, a queen, or nothing. I mean, he could definitely be betting a 7 here. 8. I think for 100. I think we'll fold this one. It is heads up, right? I think if it was a like 5-handed or something, he probably would just check a 7, but I think heads up, he'd probably just go for value there. I certainly would, so I think I need to call a little bit tighter. I mean, he either has to just be completely bluffing. He has to be completely bluffing there. I think that board fits his a normal calling range in that spot, so we'll just give it to him. Wow, okay, so he will fold the steals, we know that now. Not a guy that's just going to play every hand. And defend the 9-7, flopping a pair. That's good. There's got to be a better card backing than what we're using here. I'm going to lead the turn. I don't think he would expect us to ever do this with a 7. I don't want him to check back a queen. So I think we just got to go for the value here. We're going to bet fold this river. It would be very hard for him to raise worse here. Wow, really? I mean, he could have backdoor diamonds. He could have a 7. He could have a boat. I mean, I said I was gonna bet fold this, but he only min raised. Can't fold to a min raise, right? So I guess we'll just pay him off here. And he did hit his backdoor flush. A little unfortunate for us, but we did lose very little, so not a big deal. If he pots it or bets bigger, like 3x, I'm folding there every time. That's a pretty easy fold, but he bet the perfect amount that I could call. Yeah, so not much else to say about it. Let's see if I can find better looking card back. That gray and white just is ugly. Oh, I thought there was like a. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's better. I don't know. Kind of just don't like any of them. They have black and orange and gray and orange. They look basically the same to me. I can't see a difference. How's that look? Just gray. Yeah, I guess we'll just go with the white. Kind of generic. I wish they would let us do our own custom skins again. I had what I thought was a pretty wicked one a few years ago. The second time this guy's donk bet. It's kind of a weird board for him to donk bet. But we don't really have the chips to screw around here. So we'll check back. It's unfortunate we hit trips and now we're down quite a bit, 2-1. Kind of sucks to be us. But we're still alive. Kicking. Raise the jacks. Hopefully he chooses this hand to make it his first 3-bet. Flopping the overpair. Certainly value bet that. Hopefully he has a 10 here. Jack 10. Let's just put it in. It's not really a slam dunk turn card for me there. I'm going to check back. That's a very good river though. We should be able to get, wow. I was going to say we should be able to get a value from a 6 or a 10. 10 would probably have raised the flop. So this is probably a 3 most of the time. Or a bluff. I think if he's bluffing, he just pots it. I don't think he necessarily shoves, so we'll just give him credit there. Probably good chance we just got sucked out on again. But we're still kicking. We have to check shove this flop. I think he can get it in with ace highs. Not much else way to play this. Just go for it. We have top pair, gut shot. We're doing really good here on this board. And we make a boat and win. So we're back in this thing. That was a really, really, really good hand for him to have. And he's been donk betting, so let's see if he does it again. We're going to min raise, because he can never have an ace here, right? I guess he could get it in with like Jack 10 or something. Wow, this is really weird. What the hell could he possibly have here? A discount Jack 10 because we have a Jack. Is he just calling with weak aces and then playing it donk bet? I don't know. Not expected. I expected him to maybe call one street with like gut shots, things like that. He's just ready to put it in. Really, really, really strange line. check fold this one. I'm gonna limp the 9 deuce. Keep the pot small. We're gonna check back and raise turns, especially ones that we improve. I'm gonna go ahead and bet 2 streets here. Certainly when we make a flush, we're gonna bet again. And go for some value here. He finally folds, but it's not when we want him to. And we'll defend the 3-6. Not the most amazing flop. I think he kind of owns this board. Yeah, we're just not even gonna rep it. Move on to the next hand. Go ahead and open the ace-9. Now let's get an ace-high board and have him donk bet. He hasn't 3-bet yet, so probably have to play pretty straightforward if he 3-bets. He folds again. Kind of a rare occurrence with him. We'll defend the king 7. Flop in the butt end of a open ender. I think it's certainly worth 1 street. We're gonna take that same line and lead again with what I think to be the nuts. Does that river really just come? I guess we have to bet fold again. Wow. It's like the only river we don't want to see, right? Isn't that weird? We're going to limp the 7-6 offsuit. And I think he's going to lead any piece of this board. Unless he has a 10, he might continue on that. Otherwise, pretty much anything that connects with this board, he would be raising pre, right? Guy's a little bit tricky to figure out. Not really the type of player I was looking forward to playing, but we're holding our own. Might just start raising since he is capable of folding. I think we just have to bet this flop. It's such a bad flop. Yeah. I think we might have to call. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Can never have anything there. We'll have to be wary that he's on tilt now. Because I think to most people that call would look kind of strange. But I think that's actually just pretty standard. Hopefully we hit a big hand here because I think he might be a little tilty. Unfortunately not. We're still going to play it tight here. I'm not going to give him the opportunity to raise or anything. He hits a 2. He had the diamond draw. Hit a 2. Playing a 3 deuce. Like a boss. Is he going to go back to his donk bet strategy? We're just going to fold here. Unfortunately, we haven't seen a showdown yet when he's doing that. So we just don't know. Call the queen 7. Flopping the flush draw. I don't think we're ready just to get it in here. That's a good turn. He should slow down on that most of the time. If we don't already have the best hand. So he just pots it again. Just so weird. He has exactly have 9x, pocket 8s, or pocket aces to like that turn. I just can't imagine what he's potting that turn with. Besides those hands, I mean, I guess it's possible for him to have those hands. It's just so unlikely. Unfortunately, I just have queen high, though. If he has, like, king, queen, I'm Could have like queen something of di or king something of diamonds, and I'm basically drawing dead. I guess that would make sense. But I think I'm gonna have a 9 so often there. It's just really a weird line on his play to just bomb the turn. Is he bet folding? Gotta see bet this one. Got some stuff going for us here. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get what he's repping here. So he turned the flush draw. Probably gonna see a pot size bet here. What he's been doing. I mean, what is he repping here? 2 pair? Flush draw? We're not. Unfortunately, we don't have showdown value. Do we just conserve our 845, or do we peel and try to hit it? So if we hit it, obviously we got a good chance of doubling up here. If we don't hit it, we got 500 chips. I just hate playing poker this way. Kind of just playing right into his hands. It's like, no matter what happens here, we kind of lose this. We don't even have a gut shot. Yeah. Yeah. And now if he had 8-3 or 6-3, we're just screwed. Certainly not folding now. Is he disconnected? It's gonna suck if he's disconnected and has like ace-3 here. We're just gonna get no money. Come on back, dude. I hit a flush. Come on back. If I missed the flush, I'd want you to do this. Alright, whatever, dude. We're gonna assume he had a boat there. Hopefully he's on tilt now. He probably has no idea that I hit a flush there, or how I won that pot. He probably just got really lucky. The disconnect. That's what I'm guessing. I guess we could have waited for him, but you know, we sit there and wait for him. Whatever. Then we're timing down. He's opening 86%. I'm gonna go ahead and shove this. I gotta make a stand at some point versus that 86% opening range. And I think Jack 10 just plays really well, no matter what he has. So we can't just sit there and let him just steal all day long. In fact, with less than 10 big blinds, I'm gonna go with a queen 6 here. Kind of just take the driver's seat now. Got a pretty looking 8 deuce here. It's only pretty if he folds. Certainly going with the queen jack. Not much else to do besides just shove. Alright, we get in very good here. He spikes it. Well, we just won that. We're supposed to have just won that. Once again, it gets taken away from us. Damn poker gods, what are you going to do? And you don't get a much better spot than that, right? We have to go with the queen 8. Now, we're on the one on the ropes. But we're certainly not going to be timid about this. We're going to go for the win. Yeah, he's opening 100% of buttons, so we're probably going to be shoving close to 50% of our hands here. And we're going to limp 3 deuce, rep a really strong hand, and then bet when he checks. If he checks, not checking. We're just going to go for this one. We have a gut shot. We need to win some chips. We're going to bet it like we got it. I'm just putting it in here with the king jack suited. Get a little flip action here. Feeling pretty good about this one, guys. Got a lot of outs. We can't win a 70-30 and we can't win a 50-50. We don't want to play this guy. It's a little disappointing. I was hoping to win that one, guys. Win 3 in a row. But it just wasn't meant to be. But certainly EV-wise, we just won 4 tournaments in a row. But we're still up for the day, so we can't be too disappointed. So we'll just come back next time and do this again. And keep running the bankroll up. So everybody enjoy the rest of their day. It was nice seeing you guys come out. You guys on YouTube, thanks again for following. And we will talk to you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.